Nothing wrong with that. All good. I think we're on, aren't we? Welcome to Sweet and Sour. We're about to have all the panellists in the studio. Before we do, I'm up to my eyeballs in debt, says our first letter writer tonight. He's followed all the wonderful advice of the success writers and has finished up broke. And who hasn't bought one or two of those books? Second letter tonight. The last time I subtly hinted to my wife to buy larger clothing, she didn't speak to me for a week. Poor bloke. He wants to know how to supersize his wife's clothing. Costing him a fortune. Last letter tonight. Are we breeding a society of antisocial, isolated robots? From Adelaide, this letter comes and...
Yeah, I guess.
Yes,
sorry.
mate.
Sorry, is there any chance I can be on the show tonight?
No. Off.
Oh.
All this coming up in about 20 seconds. See you then.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Woohoo! Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. We've even got some oohs in the audience. Terrific to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. And a wonderful lot of panellists. First up, you love him, Malay Lewis.
Good evening, sir.
Looking resplendent in the
Well,
suit
it's spring,
tonight.
you see. I'm out of the hibernation and back into the populace
And
of the
spring
world.
colours as well.
Thank you very much.
Very bright and happy.
Well, these old friends.
Good to have you back here, mate. Hello, Angie. Looking very bright as well.
Hello, nice to be back.
What's your label?
Babydollglamour.com.au.
How come you're not wearing any baby doll glamour for us tonight?
Because I've thrashed it all, looking for some new stuff.
Okay, so we're in the interlude.
Yes, get ready for the spring collection.
I've thrashed it all. All right. That sounds unhealthy, actually. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Welcome back after a wonderful trip sailing around Sardinia and respective other Italian little
I know. We had such a nice time.
How
really
rude.
wanting to get to Greece to see your hometown, but didn't make it. But we got up to Corsica and then back.
Did you?
Yeah.
You went to Corsica?
Yeah.
You saw when Napoleon was...
We did. Yep. Then sailed back down, about 3 weeks in total, and swimming, cooking fish, having a beautiful time.
You haven't been home that long, have you?
No, only a few days. I'm
You
still
still-
a bit jet lagged.
All right, don't worry. I'll rib you in case you start falling asleep.
Thanks,
all right?
Mitch.
Welcome back, Eddie.
Thanks.
Gareth, first time on the show,
Yes,
mate.
first time here. Very excited. Thanks for having me on.
That's
Hello,
all right.
panel. Hello, everyone.
If you're no good, we won't ask you back, mate. It's
Yes.
as simple as that.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, well, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
You seen the letters?
I have. I've hopefully got some ripping answers for these questions.
I'll tell
See
you.
how we go.
Here we go. You ready? Yeah, he's ready.
Let's go.
Yes,
I'm
you
ready.
ready?
Yeah,
Yep, bring it on.
Dear Mitch and guests, I've been to every property seminar that's ever been promoted in the last 15 years. I've got 2 rooms of books on positive thinking, changing your future, etc. I've read The Secret. Well, folks, here I am giggling at myself. At least I've learned to do that, which is lesson number 9 in most development books. And all because I'm up to my eyeballs in debt, having followed the wonderful advice of all these authors with their boastful success stories and multi-million-dollar property portfolios. In all of this, I'm remaining very positive. In fact, I'm positive I'm going broke. These books with positive messages are not the real thing. They don't work for everyone. I'm the proof. Why is our society so keen to promote without any caution these so-called winners and winning formulas when the reality is it's all bull dust and these schemes work only for those people who would be successful in any case? Please let your audience know, as far as I'm concerned, nothing beats passion, hard work and persistence coupled with recognising opportunities and a liberal sprinkling of luck as the only true formula for success. I don't know what the panellists' experiences are, but I'd love to know their views on success and these charlatans who masquerade as success role models. And it comes to us from Peter of St Ives in New South Wales. Eddie, you're up first, hun. Have you ever been...
I've read The Secret.
You've read The Secret?
I've read The Secret.
Did it work for you?
Well, I think there's little bits of every book that you possibly read, especially inspirational books and things like that. There's little bits that you grab from here and grab from there, but you don't basically let them rule your life. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, that's fine. There's always going to be new fads, new diets, new books that encourage you how to be a multi-millionaire or whatever. But basically, at the end of the day, you can't let them rule your life. You've just got to take the good bits from it and make you a stronger person, and then you can go about it your own way and
Take
make
the
as
good
much.
bits, remain grounded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Don't necessarily follow every bit and piece unless you understand what they're talking
But
about.
I mean, he has learnt something. He did say that, the 9th chapter or whatever, he learnt how to laugh. So as long as you're getting a laugh out of it at the end of the day,
Thank
then
you, Peter.
that's all that matters.
St. Ives for sending it in and making us laugh a little as well. Gareth, what do you say to Peter?
Well, Pete, I'm a man that's 24 years old and I've never had a credit card in my life, so I don't know
That's
heaps
smart.
about.
Good
Yeah,
start in
I
life.
know. So I don't know heaps about finance and debt and things like this. Although he does mention a lot of it comes down to luck. Now, I definitely believe that a lot of life in general comes down to luck, but also believe you make your own luck. So, and another sort of an example is my wonderful, lovely mother. She has just found herself a new job, and
What's she doing?
She's a assistant manager of a hotel up in the
Whereabouts?
mines, Port
In the
Hedland,
mines?
actually. Yeah,
Port
Port
Hedland.
Hedland.
What was she doing before?
She was just like a receptionist, secretary. Oh, not just. That's a great job. She was a receptionist for, I think it was actually another mining company.
But she set her sights on something bigger and she went for it, didn't
Well, what happened was she stayed positive and, like it says in this letter, and that's what actually got her the job. One of her old bosses from the old mining job called her up and said, "How would you like to be an assistant manager of this hotel?"
That's luck.
Yeah, she got it, and that's luck. And there you go. Stay positive, and luck will come to you.
she? Okay, question. You're 24 years of age.
Yes.
Have you got a savings plan?
No.
Do you ever want one?
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Financially, where do you want to be in 20 years?
Oh, I guess where everyone else wants to be, rich, lots of cars.
Have you got a
boats.
plan to get there?
Read The Secret, that's all it takes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
read The Secret.
Have you
there
got a plan to get there?
I don't, Gary, no.
Okay, we'll invite you back.
Have
in
you-
20
have you
years'
got
time.
one?
Yeah, of
What?
course I've got one.
Okay.
It's never got
Maybe I can
anywhere,
steal yours
but
then.
of course I've got one.
It's
All
a
right.
dream. It's
Angie?
a dream. Oh, look, I do agree with Edwina. Yes, a lot of these books, they don't work for everybody. And you are right, you have to make your own road and find your own success and stay positive.
Have you read any? Have you ever bought any?
No, I like more the not the self-help and like spiritual kind of books.
Oh, spiritual books.
Yeah, not into the finance things. Yeah, but
Okay.
just positive frame of mind, and you're right. Just don't knock any opportunities back. You just have to take whatever
Have you
knocks
got
on
a
your door.
savings plan?
No,
Where do you want to be in 20 years?
in the Bahamas.
I'll see you there.
All right. Come on, Lewis, give us the good oil on this one.
Well, the good news is I will be in the Bahamas in 20 years' time too. But no, Peter, what can I say? Money's too tight to mention. It is it's a bit rough out there, but it's your first bash, and he's still, he's still bang on. He's still, he's got equity. He's got 2 strong arms. He's got a lot of debt, but I mean, he's just. Oops. He's having a bit of a laugh. He's fishing around, so as long as he's motivated, he'll get out of it.
And it's all about the journey, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
You don't want to be at the end of your journey just yet.
I just think that, when you tell somebody a secret,
Yeah.
I reckon that he was just like, a bit lonely, not talking to anyone. Now he's got it out, he's had a whinge, he feels better about himself, he knows where he is. He's going to be all right.
I think you're going to be all right, Pete. Pete, you know what you can do? After your experience is wound up and you're actually back in financial positive territory, write a book, sell it to everybody. The
Make a
person
dollar.
who's been there and back, you'll sell $1 million. When we come back, we're going to be talking about why people buy clothing sizes far too small for themselves and what their partners have to do to get them to change their minds. Don't go away, we'll be right back with Sweet and Sour. There we go. Yep, we're back already. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. And if you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's about to appear on your screen, which is Sweet and Sour. No, it's not. It's letters at sweetandsour.net.au. It'll land here, and every letter that we do address and the panel has a chat about, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of the very lovely Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And the movie that we're sending you to this week is The Kids Are All Right, starring, does anybody know?
Drew Barrymore.
Is it? Is it? In that one?
No, we were just talking about
And
it.
then he's close but no cigar. Julianne Moore and Mark Ruffalo. And where's Fraser? Which camera is he on?
Oh, yes, I saw
Happy
that.
birthday, Fraser.
Yeah.
18 this week, is that right? On Wednesday. Happy birthday, mate. Have a good one. We're down at the Moon and Sixpence or something or other for drinks on Wednesday night, is it? All right. Fraser's buying. Hello, sweet and sour. My Rubenesque, voluptuous wife must be a moron. She is forever being sucked in by shop assistants who tell her that she looks great in outfits that are far too small for her ample and very much oversized figure. Just tonight, she asked my opinion on a new dress she bought. Well, I didn't get to see it on her because it tore, or should I say it burst, as she went to put it on and parade it for me. Now, panellists, what do I do or say here to make my wife realise that she's being conned by sales assistants whose main concerns are their commissions and making more sales? It's costing me a fortune, so you've got to arm me with some effective strategies. The last time I subtly hinted to her to buy larger size clothing, she didn't speak to me for a week and ate herself silly. And it comes to us from a Frederico of Curtin in the ACT, and we're going to Lewis. First up, sir.
Okay.
Just ready for that one?
No. Well, see, I'm Jamaican, so I love big women. Like them round and big. Just got hit myself. Anyway. But I think that she just needs a little bit of beefing up, you know, a little bit of...
She needs beefing up?
No, not beefing up, but he needs to reassure her that she's a lovely woman and that he approves of her, because she's looking for attention, all the new outfits and all that jazz. And so if he doesn't like the way she looks and it's hard to tell her that she's a little bit larger, then maybe you should work out with her or take her to Zumba or go shopping with her.
Take her to Zumba?
Well, you take her to Zumba. This is a Zumba body. She'd be like, this is a Zumba body. It'd be good.
So make her feel a little bit more comfortable
All
with
right,
her
what
body.
he should, all right, Federico, what you should do, geez, is love your woman, man. If you're still in love with her and you want to keep her and all that jazz, then you're going to have to help her out a little bit, take her for a workout, make sure she's feeling loved and that she knows that she looks good in whatever form. You just like to squeeze the form a little bit, that's all. So just be good to your woman and beef her up. She sounds like a nice lady to me. But if you don't want that, then ditch the... no. If you don't want to keep her, then just move along to something younger and slimmer. All right? Laughing.
Angie.
That's all I got.
Well, Frederica, I think that you are the moron because she obviously has insecurity issues and you aren't doing anything to make her feel any better. And how do you know that these shop assistants are serving her? She might just go in there, pick these clothes off the rack and because doesn't want to go for probably a plus size, just, you know, brings them home, hoping that they'll fit her. But I think you really need to give your woman some loving.
That's it.
That's it.
Reassure her.
Reassure her.
Reassure her.
Yep.
Jeez, common theme coming out of the panel, reassuring. Gareth, how much reassuring would it take you to change what you're buying off the shelf?
Well, Gaz, I actually used to work in retail, and I know for a fact that you don't just sell things to people to con them.
What do you do?
Well, I know it was all about customer service, and you give the right thing to the right person.
So why is she buying sizes too small? She is doing what
Well,
Angie said, buying her
I don't
own.
think she's actually getting help by. I think she's doing what Angie said and just going in there and buying it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think shop assistants are supposed to just get the stock out the door because then you look bad in it. People won't come back and they won't buy your
They
stuff.
won't come back.
That's right. No, I mean, you can go there with her and pick out things with her, but that is a nightmare. I wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, that's it. Go and help her out.
Question, mate. Have you ever bought anything off the shelf and you've gone and put it on and everybody said to you, mate, that looks ridiculous?
Possibly, I'm not sure, maybe.
You don't know. Eddie, has that ever happened to you?
It sure has, but I don't care. I wear the most craziest things and my family constantly ask me what I'm wearing, but as long as I feel comfortable in it, that's fine. But I think, actually, I agree with Angela on this one. I reckon Frederico, you're the problem, because just in your letter, I can already see, I don't want to get into negatives and positives, but I can already see moron, oversized, burst out of her clothing. You're the problem. Can't you give her any self-confidence? She's off shopping by herself. She needs you to go with her. Tell her that she looks beautiful in it. If it doesn't look right, say, honey, maybe try this one on. You're the problem. She should get rid of you.
Maybe she should go shopping with you.
Maybe.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, you and your beau who's sitting over there, do you go shopping together?
No, because as I said, I'll buy what I want, I'll wear what I want, so I don't care who comes shopping with me, I'll get what I want.
And has Johnny ever said to you, oh, honey, yeah, I like that, but I like that more, I don't like that on you. What did you buy here?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's about the person that's wearing it. So if I feel comfortable in it, then I'm going to have the confidence that he wants me to have. So
It's about
it comes
confidence.
down to the person.
It's about confidence.
Yep.
All right, fair
Wear
enough.
what you want.
Frederico of Curtin in the ACT. You probably don't have terribly many shops to go in Canberra. Curtin, I know where that is. I know the Curtin Lunch Bar there. We've had a chap on this panel who's been from the Curtin Lunch Bar. Frederico, take her shopping, be good to her, and give her some confidence. When we come back, why is it that people don't want to say hello to anyone anymore? When we come back, don't go away. That's what we're discussing.
From man boobs to having babies with decrepit old men, we tackle all of the hard-hitting issues right here.
Yes, welcome back to Sweet and Sour, straight into the letter, dear Sweet and Sour. What sort of world are we living in nowadays? I bump into so many faces that I used to know, but not a soul bothers to stop and say hello. Most of the time I notice these previous acquaintances doing their best to avoid any chance of eye contact as they pass by. My new strategy is to look straight at them and smile, and if they dare happen to look at me, they have no choice but to smile back. But even then, if they do smile, it's just that awkward quick glance and then they just keep walking, putting their head down quickly. Are we breeding a society of antisocial, isolated robots? Is it that as a city grows, its people become cold toward one another? What is going on here, please? Why is this happening? And I know it's happening universally. It's not just me. It comes to us from Leslie of Mile End, a great place to live, Mile End, in a city of South Australia. That's in Adelaide, that suburb. Woo! Okay, Angie, first up, Adelaide girl.
Yes,
Yeah,
born
yeah,
and
yeah,
bred.
yeah.
Born and bred.
What's happening in Adelaide, or is it happening everywhere?
I think it's pretty much happening everywhere. Because just people are so rude.
Why are people now becoming so rude?
Because it's easier just, people just can't be bothered, I think, just saying hello,
Why?
goodbye, because they just don't want to know people's business anymore. But,
I don't want to know their business.
but
you can say
Leslie, you
hello.
know, obviously, you might have been a bit naughty because these people, they don't just want to say hello to you. You're saying it specifically people that they want to ignore you, people that you used to know. So we really can't say what kind of a person you are because I couldn't think of anybody really not saying hello to me. And when I smile at people, they smile back generally.
Yeah, but you're that sort of person.
Yes, I know,
You'd
I know.
say hello to everybody.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's this person who's got to keep saying
Yeah,
hello.
I think that you might have been a bit naughty
You reap what you sow?
previously, yes.
Nobody wants to know this person.
Yes, I
They're
think
all embarrassed to know her.
Yes, but generally I do think, I hate and can't stand people that ignore other people. I don't care the reason. I think a smile, hello, doesn't matter how bad, doesn't cost anything. And it just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah. A smile costs nothing. My mother
right.
always said. And Angie's from Adelaide. She knows you.
Yeah.
Lewis, your take on this?
She's onto something. I think, you know, as the world gets scarier or we get closer as a global group of people, that you do want to shut yourself off and, you know, not really get into other people's business.
Is that just because life in a city is just so full on? You get pounded with.
Well, it depends.
people
You see,
and
it depends
people.
where you're from. Like in Europe, I think that people know what's going on by a glance and a look, and everyone's checking everybody out, and they know what's going on. Over here, there is blinkers on, but like Ange said, this geezer here, there's something wrong with him, man. Something really is either. Hello. What's your name, Leslie? Leslie. If it is a guy, it could be a girl. Either you smell really, really, really bad and people know why, like you don't clean your incontinent bag or something, I don't know, there's something wrong with you, or you're an absolute not a nice person and they just don't want to know you, but they're polite, man. They just go, oh no, Leslie's here, I'll just get out of the way. So you're going to have to change yourself, I don't know, shower, be more, I know you're trying to be friendly, but maybe you're smiling like this. People like, I don't know, there's something wrong with you, so you got to work on yourself. It's not these people. If you knew them beforehand, they must have given you a chance in the first place, you know what I mean? And then you did something that really teed them off. And yeah, it's killing them. So just, I don't know,
It's Leslie's
change.
fault.
It's Leslie's fault. He's a nightmare. He's
Eddie,
a nightmare.
country people, they say, are far more happy and more prone to say hello than city people. Why?
Probably because they've got more time in the country, I'd say. I
Time
mean,
issue.
I've got something to admit because I was in the city today, which is probably one of the most busy and bustling places in all of Perth. I was in the city and I actually saw someone working in one of the big department stores, a friend of mine, and I put my head down and I walked kind of detoured around her.
Why?
Because I wasn't in the mood to see her. I was just not in the mood to see her. I had my things to do. I was in the city for 10 minutes. My parking was all being paid for. And I just wanted to get in and get out. I didn't have the time to say hello, so I'm sorry. Hi for now. But what
Do you have friends that demand like 10 minutes of your time every time?
Well, hopefully that's not what Leslie's doing because, yeah, we don't have time to sit around and, hi, how you going? Full-length discussion when you're just walking down the street. If you're just smiling and people are knocking you back with a smile, then fair enough, I do feel sorry for you. And I think the world probably needs more people like you out there. Spread the love! Spread the love!
That's cute.
Give everyone a smile. And as your mum says, look, you can't go wrong with a smile.
Gareth, last word on this from your generation. Come on.
Jazz, I don't know if this is a good idea in my first week on the show, but I'm going to disagree with the entire panel. I'm really sorry. But I've recently come over from London in England, and over there, that's where everyone walks around with their hands in their pockets, their heads down, and they just walk where they've got to go. Over here, I find people are more... friendly, like people have got their heads up, they look around, you'll get maybe a few smiles.
It is very cold in London. There's a good reason to have your hands in
It
your
is,
pockets.
yeah, very true. But I mean, they don't have to look at the ground the whole time, you can still look up and smile at people. And
So by comparison, you're saying that Australians are quite friendly.
absolutely, yeah.
I must say, when you travel the world, Australians are very friendly and very open. And we do have a
he's come back to
reputation
Perth,
for it.
which is wonderful and
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
instead of London, which is
But
cold,
it's all
grey and in a
relative.
rush.
I mean, Leslie lives here the whole time.
Leslie
so that's why
lives
he's
in
feeling
Mile
it.
End, South
Maybe
Australia,
he needs to
in
go to
Adelaide.
London, come back and realise
Leslie
it
needs to go
actually
to a
is.
really
That's
crazy
right.
time. Leslie, go to Amsterdam, man.
Yes, go to
Go there, you
Amsterdam.
smile your head up and everything.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah, look, it's Leslie. Be like, no, man, cheers. Everybody knows your name.
We've got to give away a pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy of Alan Treves and Aussie Opticals. Did we like Leslie of Mile End?
He grew on me.
Or
He
do
did
we
grow
like
on me.
another? All right, Eddie, to you first.
It's a tough one.
Between?
Well, not the second one.
You don't like the second one? You
First
don't
and
like-
the third. I
Oh,
thought the second one was
the
a
guy's
bit
got
cruel.
the fat wife.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
well,
first and second, but
voluptuous wife.
maybe I reckon maybe the first one because
First one,
yeah,
the
he's
broke bloke who's
Yeah.
bought every book and now is
not got any money from it, so let's give him a
debt.
free night out.
Okay, and who's that? That's not Frederico.
That's Peter.
Peter.
Okay, the
Peter.
rest of the panel says.
Peter, the pumpkin eater.
You like
Yeah.
Peter as well?
Yep.
Lewis likes
Well,
Peter.
I hate them all, but the least one I hated the least was number one. Do you know what I mean?
All right, Gareth, last word to you.
I think Peter, let's go for Peter.
All right, Peter, coming out to you, a pair of limited edition sunnies to the value of about $450, courtesy of Alan Treves and Aussie Opticals. We've got to go. Thank you for being on the panel, sir.
You're welcome, mate.
Good to have you. We'll see you again soon.
Okie dokie. Thank
Okie
you very much.
dokie. Label again.
babydollglamour.com.au.
Thanks for being here, Angie.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Where's your next
What
trip?
was that again?
Where's your next trip?
I don't know. Probably back again to Sardinia, maybe
Oh,
next year.
was
I
that
don't know.
good?
Let's make something up. France, Rome, Bahamas.
Gareth, your first night on the show. How'd you
It
like
was.
it?
I've had a lot of fun. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad.
No, you're terrific.
All right, thank
You
you
know,
very much.
may I say, go the mighty Dockers, go the mighty Dockers.
You may say, go the mighty Dockers.
Thank you very much.
We've got to go. Thank our terrific panellists, our wonderful crew, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night. Bye-bye.